This is your best year, and we're excited to be talking to another outstanding boss woman. Today, we'll be talking with businesswoman, entrepreneur, franchisee, and boss woman, Miss Rae Lawson, the CEO and president of Rae Lawson Enterprises, LLC. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us and give inspiration to other young women. We're in her office in the 7-Eleven store in Arlington, Texas, off of I-20. Before we get into the ownership of the store, Ms. Lawson, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Well, I am a Dallas girl, born and raised. I grew up in DeSoto, went to school at Bishop Dunn in Oak Cliff. I worked in South Dallas where Dr. Rae Lawson gave me my first job as a junior docent at the African American Museum. I worked at Cedar Crest Golf Course where Leonard Jones gave me my second job. At the front counter, taught me how to play golf, got a full scholarship to Hampton University, full golf scholarship, and I have a couple of degrees after that. I just kind of made my way in government, then up to corporate America, and then I just decided to do something different.
Okay. And I know you've worked a lot in corporate America, and you've worked in Dallas, Austin, Virginia Beach. Did anything in those positions help you when it came time to prepare for owning your own franchise?
No. I always tell people that there's nothing that can prepare you to own your own business. Okay. I have 3 business degrees, a master's in accounting and a master's in business administration, and none of those, I still don't do my own taxes. So there's nothing that could help you to it lets you know that you can do longevity, and it lets you know that you can stick to something and complete it, which is a large part of owning a business. So no, nothing. Working with all different types of people, I will say that. In government-like setting, I work with so many different people, and that mainly is what is allowing me to have a gas station where there's so many different people here.
Okay. And I read that you got the 7-Eleven through a competition.
I did.
Okay, tell us about the competition.
They were having a women in franchising contest, and I contacted 7-Eleven because I wanted to purchase a store in Lancaster, Texas. And they were just like, we have this women in franchising contest going on. Why don't you just apply? And I was like, yeah, I guess. And I applied and I won. But the contest mainly was you had to do everything that a normal franchisee did. They're just not handing out stores to people randomly. So I did all the background checks, all of the financial checks, all of that. And then at the end, we had to make a 2-minute video as to why we think that we should own a 7-Eleven. Mine was about because when you put businesses in the community, they should be a positive impact on the lives of others, like Dr. Rae Lawson was to me, like Leonard Jones was to me, and I would not be here today if it wasn't for them. So that was pretty much what my video was about, and America voted, and I won with 45,000 votes.
Oh,
so yeah, the person who got second won with 32,000. So that's just to put you on a scale of how much I.
Okay.
Yeah, so I won, and I got this store right here.
So, but I think another thing it tells people is that you need to be prepared because when opportunity knocks.
That's what I always tell kids that I talk to is that you always have to be prepared because although they did give me this store, we still had to pay a large franchising fee. And I wouldn't have that money. I wouldn't have had that 30,000 if it wasn't for saving all of my college refund checks, saving all of my tax refund checks, my 401ks, everything. I literally lived a very expensive life, but a very frugal one at the same time. But just being prepared all around, money-wise, business-wise, all of that stuff. So,
and confidence-wise.
And confidence, yeah. Confidence in order to, be able to put yourself out there to get that many votes. So, yeah.
And I read that you come from an entrepreneurial family. You didn't want to do a McDonald's?
Oh, my goodness. I always tell people that, entrepreneurship really ran through my blood. And so my father franchised 3 McDonald's in the Oak Cliff area, Jefferson, Keast, and Redbird. And I kind of just grew up watching him. I never really understood the magnitude of what was going on because I was little. All I knew was I got free cheeseburgers and fancy strawberry sodas, and that's all that mattered to me. But I grew up a lot more watching my mom, and my mom is also an entrepreneur. One of the best realtors that I know sold me my house. So she knows everybody, and she is so social. And so it's really good to know the business aspect of it like my father did. But my mother was so no, you need to network, you need to get to know people, all this other type of stuff in order to be able to get 45,000 votes. I I have to know. I have to know groups of people in order to even spread the word. So no, I looked at both of them, and I pulled the business side from one, the social side from the other. But no, I didn't want a McDonald's. Much larger scale, much larger liability, more people, more expensive.
Okay.
They weren't having a contest.
Were there any surprises that popped up at the beginning when you first got the franchise that maybe you hadn't thought of?
Oh no, everything was a surprise. It doesn't. I mean, every day is a different surprise. And then especially it's so funny because when you're dealing with new machinery breaks faster than old machinery. So it's like everything was like happening at one time. But no, everything is a big shock. You're not used to it. I was in corporate America. I worked 9 to 5. At 5 o'clock, I got off. I didn't care about nothing else that was going on. That building could burn and I wouldn't have cared. You know what I mean? But now you're here and you're having to be on 24/7. And I think that was kind of like what I wasn't used to. But everything else just kind of just comes to you.
And I've read that this location has been very successful. Are you selling products that maybe nobody else has? Or is it your personality, your staff?
It's a mixture of all of that. So in the very beginning, I knew that my personality was bringing people in. First and foremost, it was a brand new building. So people are already going to want to see what a brand new building is doing. But I want to say that my personality kept people. Like I have regulars who I can remember my first week here, and they come in every single day, and they tell me they pass by 3 or 4 7-Elevens coming down Matlock before they even get to mine. But they want to come here because it's like we provide a good service to them. We keep our place clean. We're very warm and fuzzy. I'm excited to see everybody when they come in every single day. So, and I make sure that I'm here. So like even like if I'm in the back, I watch my cameras, and if I see a regular, I come out. So I want to make sure that they're always, because that's what they come in for, you know, like to kind of be the start of your day. But then as it went on, I did bring in more products. I am a Black-owned business. I want to be able to support other Black-owned businesses. I can't support all, is what I always tell people. Like I would really love to put everybody in the store, but there are rules and there are certain restrictions that I do have. But I brought in one of the a Black-owned wine company, 2 sisters called the McBride sisters. And so I brought them in.
Okay, you're a motivational speaker for high school and college students. What advice do you give them when you tell them, when they say, I want to own my own business?
Right. I tell them a lot. I always as a whole 10-point speech I give. But
sorry about that. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is the life of an entrepreneur.
I am so sorry.
No, this is business. This is good to see. This is good to see.
But what I tell them a whole bunch of things. But one of the things I always tell them is to be you. Be you 100%. You're not going to see, and I don't mean to say this in any, toot my own horn way, but like you don't see a lot of franchisees like me. I'm 32 years old. I own 2 stores. I put myself out there. I'm so much on social media. I dance. I sing. Not good, but you know what I mean. Like but like I'm out there and I'm energetic and I'm and I want to be able to like be me at all times. Like everybody knows they're gonna get me, and I'm gonna be unapologetically 100% me at all times. So if I could tell anybody who is starting a business to do anything, it's just be you. Because I spent so much time, and I remember I used to go to at the city of Dallas, my first job. I thought I had to be so straight and narrow, and every day, like every hour, I'd be like, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick, and I'll go like that because I'm so goofy and so energetic, and I was there, and I had to be, or I thought I had to be like that, But it turns out that no, I just had to be myself, and yourself will help you get to where you need to be.
Okay. And it sounds like you were an energetic child, too.
I was. I really was. After the age of 5, I kind of just...
just from your personality, it seems like if you were to tell your younger self something, it would probably be the same thing. Just be yourself.
Just be you. Be you and save your money. Just be you and save your money.
That is a big... I mean, you didn't go out and buy all those name things?
No, growing up, I had no idea. So now that I'm older and I can, like, be comfortable... I now have a huge shoe fetish. And sneakers, like a huge sneaker fetish. Not these. These are my orthopedic ones for work. But like I have a huge shoe fetish, which I never had when I was younger, but I grew up in a very humble environment.
What's next for Rae Lawson Enterprises?
Oh man,
I know you bought the store across the way, didn't you?
I did. So I bought that store in December of 2019. So I got this one October 2018. I got that one December 2019. And everybody always asks me like, what's next? So like, what's your goal? And I was like, I don't have goals. I don't set goals. For some people, goals motivate, but like for me, it's just so much pressure. And I just kind of want to just take every opportunity as it comes and ride the waves as they come and capitalize on whatever comes my way. So I have no idea what's next. I don't know if it's another store. I don't know if I want to chill. I don't know. I have no idea. But I know that when an opportunity comes, that I will take it and I will do the best I can to capitalize on it.
Okay, would you tell everyone where your stores are located?
Yeah. We're currently sitting in 100 East Interstate 20, Arlington, Texas. And then my one across the street, directly across the street, walking distance is 700 West Interstate 20.
Okay, which one has the best coffee?
Oh man, this one has the best coffee because we know exactly how to work the coffee pots. That one across the street used to be a test store. So we have these special coffee pots and it just confuses me. So this one.
I never knew how much coffee people bought at 7-Eleven until my students and I watched a project on it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, that's the reason why they went to 7-Eleven.
We sell hundreds of cups a day. No, and 7-Eleven really does put a lot of effort into like making sure that their coffee is the best and the strongest and the hottest coffee. So kudos to them, but no, I just sell it. I drink the tea here, so that's...
But thank you so much, and we just want you to remember that this is your best year. Next year, every year we think it's your best year. Thank you so much.
Thank you.